This is the National Video Journalist Network.
Welcome to My Long Island TV. From Manhasset to Montauk, we've traveled our communities to bring you the following events. I'm your host, Waldo Cabrera. My Long Island TV starts now.
This show takes place in a sort of more of a modern day setting in the streets, a lot of urban disciplines, and my main character is one of the chiefs of the gang, so I'm often often angry. Before this company, I was first breakdancing on my own, practicing in studios in the streets. Then they're asking me like, oh yeah, hey, can you headspin? Okay, can you headspin on that garage over there and maybe fall off? I'm like, yeah, I could try.
I have two amazing skills. One is zero wheel or cymbal wheel, and the other one is aerial hoop. I really like the mix that they created between being able to make dancing, acrobatics, and things you almost don't see in a lot of shows like rollerblading and bike, all mixed up together. It is a little bit tricky because you don't only have to think about your number itself, you have to think about doing cues for all of the different numbers and choreographies, so it does take a lot of concentration.
Everything I do is with somebody else that is doing something that's not circus-based. So my contortion act is with a b-boy. My aerial silk act is with a skater on rollerblades. So you're getting multiple things into one. I was 12 or 13 years old at the time. I was in ballet full-time, and I started experimenting with different flexibility skills. I was watching YouTube videos and just started trying everything, and it worked. So I went in and showed my dance teachers one day, and they told me that it wasn't normal, not everyone can do that.
What is the one thing that you do that gets people like, wow?
We call them spider rolls, and it's a trick where I'm laying on the floor on my chin, on my chest, and my feet are up next to my face, and I run around my head with my feet. They usually like that one.
I do straps in the show. Like basically I wrap my wrists around two straps and just fly around the stage. There's no safety. The safety is just on my wrists. Generally my acts, they're more static, but this one is very dynamic and I love it. I love doing it and it's amazing, and I enjoy having 40 on stage, my other two guys that beat me up.
So this is just a tramp wall. Tramp wall is my discipline. It is my child. It is my baby. The wall is definitely alive in itself. There's a lot of different components that come out of the wall. They protrude, windows open, boxes come out, people flying off the top, flaps coming out of the side. It's a crazy experience. I never was a gymnast, completely self-taught. Went to a gym, they had a trampoline next to a wall. I thought it was crazy. We started running it, and 4 years later, here I am. The biggest or pause that I get is the very first trampoline drop. Because for the entire show, there's a wooden plank on the trampoline, so it's covered. So nobody in the audience knows of the trampoline the entire show until the very last second. I do a fake fall and I scream very loud, and they think that I'm just gonna hit. And I bounce right back up, and everybody just stops and freezes, and it's really cool.
I gotta tell you, in this show, I do flips, I head spin on the garage where I could fall to my death, but for me the hardest part is the acting. I'm not a great actor, so that for me gives me anxiety. I don't even have to think about doing flips or anything, but when I'm in the wings and I'm about to go on stage, that for me, that's the hardest part.